YouTube? It's Justin, aka Demonic Sweaters, here again with another product review. Today I have something pretty special. This is a mixer that was sent to me by the company Neewer. They actually just sent it to me and asked me if I wanted to check it out and do a review. So I just wanted to mention that this will be an honest review, even though I did get this item for free. This is a Neewer NW-04AU, and it's a pretty nifty little mixer as far as the features go. It's only about 80 bucks, and I'll post a link down below if you're interested. But just at first glance, you know, without even actually using the mixer, it has a lot of features for the money. It has 8 inputs, and 4 of those inputs have XLRs right here, which include fan and power for condenser mics, as well as line ins on each of those. And then it has 2 stereo 1/4 inch inputs, line level inputs right here, which make up 5, 6, 7, and 8 inputs. And then it also has an RCA in right here and an RCA out, as well as several different masters, which you can see right here. Let me just get in. It has the main level master, the 2TK master. Now this one took me a little while to figure out what that actually was talking about, and it's actually talking about the RCA. I don't know why they call them 2TK. I've read some places that can mean 2-track. 2TK is this section right here, and then it also has a phones level as well as an aux level, and so that's pretty cool. And it has gains on each channel, a 2-band EQ with highs and lows, as well as your aux send right here, and pans, and then levels for each channel. So as far as features, like I said, oh, one thing I forgot about that's actually really nice is a USB interface. Now it doesn't send all 4 channels out of the USB. It only does a stereo mix. Basically it's like the main out from the USB going out to the computer, as well as sends an audio back to the mixer from the computer, so you can use this as kind of your interface. So yeah, that's all pretty good, but we don't really know much until we actually test it out. So what I wanted to do was kind of give it a real world test as much as I could. And so I talked to my friend Ronan, who is a great musician, Ronan Conroy, who recently released his LP, The Moment Is Gone, on vinyl, which you can see right here in my hand. And I thought it'd be really cool to do kind of a little acoustic concert in his apartment and use this mixer as the interface to set up and record. So that's exactly what I did. So last night, me and Victor went over there and set things up and did a test. And I'll show you the results of the test first, but then I'm going to come back with some comments about what actually happened when I was recording this event. So anyway, here we go. Last night, this is going to be Ronan Conroy and his friend Arel on guitar, and they did a really awesome job, and so definitely check it out. And also, I'm going to post a link to Ronan's album down below if you want to pick one up for yourself. You can get the vinyl as well as Bandcamp and all of that stuff down below, and I think it's on Apple Music and Spotify and all of that as well. So anyway, here we go over to Ronan's apartment in Williamsburg.
Cordite, bullet making mark. Alright, everything go dark. Hold on to hurt. Hold tight, bitter every word. Come back, time is very short. No use, already cut the cord. Look back, any other way. Turn black, face a turn away. We can't be the one carry what is not ours. Who are we to close these wounds that are only yours? responsibility. I've got some place that I would rather be. Hierarchy obsolete. Recognize victory and defeat. We must be the ones to carry what is not ours. Who are we, the clouds? These wounds that are only doors to open. If you're on the other side, if you're on the other side, Cordites, bullet make a mark.
Alright, so as you can tell, the mixer worked pretty good. It sounds nice. The guitars, the way I was doing those was basically running the line outputs from the guitar directly into the mixer, as well as one room mic directly in front of them, as well as just a regular condenser mic for Ronan's vocals. Now, everything was going through basically BM800 microphones, like the Chinese condenser mic that you can pick up on Amazon for really cheap. I've done several reviews about those. And they're all fan empowered, so I was able to use the fan and power on the mixer. And I used Linux and recorded the first song using Reaper. Now, this is where I ran into some trouble. I was using the Jack Audio Connection Kit with Reaper, and I kept getting quite a bit of X runs no matter what settings that I would set jack on, basically. And it was causing a lot of problems. It was causing glitches during recording, and so we had to do several takes, and I was able to get one, but I still had to manually correct some glitches that happened during the recording to make it sync up with the video afterwards, and also just to make it not sound weird. Thankfully, there were no glitches while there were vocals going on that particular take, and so I was able to save it. Now, the reason why this was happening, I'm not 100% sure. It did function, but I was getting a lot of X runs, and I was getting audible glitches while recording using jack. Now, on the second song, where it was just Ronin, I decided to try not using jack, but I also switched my USB port, so I'm not 100% sure which one actually made the difference here. So what I'm gonna have to do is run a couple more tests here at home on my other laptop and see if maybe it was the USB port or if it was indeed using the jack audio connection kit, because at this point I'm still not sure, but I'm gonna do that here in a few minutes. But before I get to that, what I wanted to mention is afterwards, when I switched the USB port and I stopped using jack, I just recorded the second take that was just Ronin, all in Audacity, not using jack, and just used ALSA as the default audio driver in Linux, and it worked just fine. I didn't get any audio glitches, and everything recorded great, and it played back fine and everything. So if I had known that from the beginning, I would have wasted a lot less time trying to record the first song on there, but that was a shame because we lost a couple of really good takes. But you know, it's all trial and error when you're doing these things. And again, like I said, I don't know 100% if that was the mixer's fault or if it was my computer's fault. So I'm gonna find out here for sure by checking this out on my other computer. So here we go. All right, so now I'm actually plugged into the mixer again on my other computer at home. Sorry, my microphone got hit by my hat there. So right now, I'm actually trying to do the same thing I was doing last night to see if I can make it have the same problems. But right now, jack seems to be working okay, but I haven't listened to this back yet, but I'm not getting any X runs. So also what I want to do is open up Reaper and see what that does. But before I do that, there's something that I should mention too. On the description, on the Amazon description, it says that there are compressors, like that there's a built-in compressor on every channel. And it does appear to sound that way, listening back to it. And I did play around with the levels a bit, and even if you crank them up all the way, it does seem like, well, it's almost like a limiter compressor on every channel. However, there doesn't seem to be a way to control it or turn it off. This doesn't really bother me so much. It's actually pretty good for voice work. Like if you're doing like a podcast or something like this, screencast, it's actually quite nice. It's a really nice feature, and the fact that you don't even have to think about it, that it's on, is pretty good. Now, doing something like drums or something like that, it may be a little bit weird, but I haven't tried that yet, and I don't have a rehearsal space anymore where I can actually even try that. Maybe it only kicks on if you have the level up like so high, but I'm not totally sure about that because there's no information on it in the manual. And it actually doesn't even mention it in there, but the only place I saw it was on the Amazon description. So, okay, but enough about that. Let me open up Reaper. All right, so now I'm inside of Reaper, and I have my microphone in here, as well as my Kawai K1 plugged in to the same channel. And let me just see something real quick. Let's look at the jack. No, still no X runs. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and try to record a little bit of this, and we'll see how it goes. So, this is me recording. Hello. Okay, that should be enough. It was doing plenty of glitches at that point last night, so let me just see. And save all. Rewind a bit. And let's listen to this back. So, this is me recording. Hello. Okay, that should be enough. It was doing plenty of glitches at that point last. Okay, so yeah, it looks like that it's fine. Let me turn up my mic a little bit. It looks like that it's okay. So that's weird, but it must have just been my other laptop. The USB port that I was using just wasn't very good. And full disclosure, my other laptop is not a very good laptop. It's a Dell Inspiron 3000 with a Celeron processor, but I've recorded with it plenty of times, and it usually does just fine. However, last night it just, I don't know, it was one of those things where it was giving me trouble with this particular mixer. However, on this laptop, this is my Dell Inspiron 5000 series gaming laptop. No issues whatsoever, as you can see. So, yeah. I like the fact that it has an EQ, even though I would like there to be a mid on there as well. But having treble and bass is nice, especially for voiceovers, because a lot of times on my other interface, which is just a Behringer, there's no onboard controls, so any EQ and stuff like that I'd have to do in post. So it's nice to be able to do that beforehand, you know, just to get it, especially for live streams and stuff like that. Another thing that I forgot to mention, actually, is this mixer also comes with this nifty little microphone stand clip. And this is pretty cool. It actually attaches to the bottom of the mixer. Let me see if I can pull it over here. It's going to be hard for you guys to see this, but yeah, you can see. Okay, you can see it right there. That attaches right there. Sorry, I tried to do this through my webcam. But yeah, I can attach that right there and then screw that on. And then you can mount it on a mic stand, which is very handy for live use or just to save space if you don't have a table or anything like that. I really love that feature. That's really great. That's really, really great, actually. And overall, you know, I do think it's pretty good. A couple of my criticisms about it. One, there's no mute buttons. That kind of stinks because especially if you're getting levels and you're just trying to, you know, solo and mute things just to, you know, hear how they are without it. You don't want to have to change your level, you know, turn it down and then turn it back up. So you can't really get your levels in place and then just mute things. So having no mute buttons is unfortunate, but it's $80, you know. It looks nice and it's small. It's got a, you know, attractive look to it, and it does have quite a bit of features. I like the USB connection. That is a great feature, as well as having the 2-band EQ and pans and all of that. So it's pretty cool. I think it's great for podcasting. Doing what I do on this channel is really good. I might end up just using this rather than my Behringer for home use anyways. The Behringer I can still take when I record drums or something like that. But yeah, overall, it's pretty nice. So, cool. If you want one, there's a link down below. And thanks for watching, everybody. This is Justin, a.k.a. Demonic Sweaters. And hope you guys enjoyed the video of Ronan and Arel. I really did think they did a great job. And you should definitely pick up Ronan's album. By the way, I play drums on a few tracks on that, too. So, you can check that out with the link down below as well. And I'll see y'all really soon.